Hi everyone, this is video number 3 on new technologies for my class at Fort Hays. So, classroomscreen.com. I've raved and raved about this after finding it a few weeks ago for another grad class from before, and it's super simple. It was created by a teacher just to help him with his classroom procedures, and I've shared this site with so many people, and it has really changed the way I teach. So to begin, for different language speakers, you have all of these languages to choose from, and you can add a language if there's one that's missing, but it's preset to English. So I'll just click out of that. All you have to do to activate something is just simply click on it. So I'll click out and say, okay, the penguin's cool, but that might be a little distracting. Maybe I want something that's a little bit calmer. So you can choose a GIF or GIF from the right-hand column, and then you'll have some calm water that of a lighthouse that is staying here for the whole time that you use this site. Then say, for example, you're calling up students to try questions on the board, and you want it to be sort of random. So you have John, Jimmy, Alex, Brian, Anna, Hannah, and Bob. All right, you've got a list of names typed in here, and you want a random generator. So this time it chose Anna, next time it chooses Jimmy, and it just sort of randomly chooses. If you'd like to roll the dice, it does same sort of thing with rolling of dice, and you're like, okay, we're done with that, and we want to roll, but then we also want someone's name, and you can just click the plus, and it will pull up a second one. So you can have 2 different dice rolling essentially simultaneously as fast as you can click. And say you want both of them to go away. You just simply click on the X, and it goes away. One of them that I have really liked is this sound level. And so what this does is that it monitors the volume in the room, or the volume close to the microphone, and you can set the sensitivity bar. So right now it's set at very low sensitivity, and when this volume surpasses this threshold, so say I move it down to a 4, let's go 2, when it passes this level it'll go red, and then you can turn it on and you'll hear a ding. It'll make a distinct ding, and that's the sign that the classroom is getting too loud. And then you want to click out of it, you simply click out of it. If you like uploading QR codes and like to use those, you can just upload that right there. And if you need to have multiple QR codes for kids, you can click on that. Because my school computer is a touchscreen, I find myself using this drawing screen for a lot of my math instruction, because you can just simply write right on the screen, and we're doing dividing fractions. So I can just ask the kids for an example, and then I can just do it right on there. That way it limits the need to come around and check every kid's work, or make sure that I'm writing neat enough. That's 4 over 1. 1 times 4 is 4. 3 times 1 is 3. And if you wanted to, something messed up, you want to redo it, just hit the X. And say you want to do it in orange instead, you click on orange, and you want to make the font even bigger. All right, 1 plus 1, something like that. You want to make the eraser bigger, that's the eraser. It will erase that same font size. And then finally you have some backgrounds for the drawing. So if you are wanting them to sort of write, and use their sort of handwriting skills, you could have lined paper on there. So this, right now I'm doing this video from my Mac, and it makes it kind of hard to utilize some of these features, but with the touchscreen Chromebook, it makes it a breeze. And so now you're done with the drawing, and you want to start graphing instead. You can pull up graph paper, make a quick X and Y coordinate, unplot some points, things like that. So there's many, many uses for that. And say you don't want to take up the whole screen, you still want the nice background, you can click on the smaller box and you can just drag that over there and continue your math work or whatever it is that you're doing. You want it to go away, simply click again. Same thing can be said for the text box. This is where I will put in my directions. So each morning kids will come in and I will tell them they need their Chromebook and their homework packet. They need to do the bell work for question number 1. Then when they're done, put their bell work away. Then work on homework questions until the timer runs out. So the cool thing is, as you're doing this, simultaneously you can click on the timer and you can give them, okay, you have 5 minutes to complete the things on the board. If you need to, kids are doing a race against the clock or something, you can just click the stopwatch and you can start a stopwatch. So it'll continue with the clock as well. If you need multiple timers because you have different things going on, like an overall class timer, you can do that. And you want them to both go away, you can just click on the X. Finally, the last couple things, work symbols. So if you need them to be working in silence, you have silence, whisper, ask neighbor, and work together. So I've found that I've been pairing asking the neighbor and whispering because they are 2 good skills that students should be learning. And then finally, just a very basic traffic light to show movement. Green is you can move around the room and get things you need. Yellow can kind of be up to you. Eyes on me, or get ready to move. And red is we're in our seats, we're not moving. And then finally, just a basic clock. There are many, many more features that I did not get to touch on. So it is something really cool that you'll just have to check out on your own. But finally, over here, that button is an exit poll, and it'll bring you to a separate link where you can ask questions about how the lesson went. And if you're using this on a touch screen, they can just come by and touch how they think the lesson went, or you can put an exit ticket in there as well. So I know we're at about 9 minutes, so let's see if it'll pull it up in the next couple seconds. Yeah, so overall Classroom Screen has been a huge success at our school, and I know there are tons and tons of teachers that have found many, many uses for it. So I really, really hope you look into it as well. It is super awesome. So I will end the video there. Thank you for your time and listening. I appreciate it.